Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am absolutely honored to be here tonight. In 1998, after living in Toronto for about 10 years and working on Bay Street for a couple of years on very low-level jobs, I decided that I needed to do something drastic in my life to move forward. I decided then to move to Vancouver in 1998. Unbeknownst to me, it was one of the best decisions I ever made, because from 1995 to year 2000, the tech-heavy NASDAQ index went from 1,000 points to over 5,000 points. As a result, our company asset skyrocketed by billions. At the same time, my personal investments were doing so well that I went from being very poor to having a very nice net worth at the age of 31. Then came the market meltdown of 2000. Then came the 9/11 with the two planes going into the towers in New York. Everything went to zero, pretty much. I went from having a nice net worth in the millions to being absolutely bankrupt and having a negative net worth. I was devastated. Heavyweight champion Mike Tyson once said, "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face." I was absolutely punched in the face by the capital markets, stock markets. Then I remembered an amazing story, a funny story, but it's an inspiring story about a young boy coming down the stairs on Christmas morning, only to see manure all over the living room with no gifts, just manure. So ever the optimist, the kid grabbed a shovel and started shoveling the living room. So somebody asked him a question, "Why are you shoveling the room?" He said, "With all this manure, there must be a pony here somewhere." You see, ladies and gentlemen, no matter how difficult life can be, there's always something to look forward to. A pony for this boy. And I thought, where is my pony? I'm absolutely bankrupt. I can't afford anything. I got to find my pony. Then I realized, after reading some reports, that the global energy market is going to be in high demand, driven by China as a country pushing the global energy prices up. And I could see people were investing, professionals were investing in the global energy sector. So along with the company, I also thought I should put my own money into that space and started investing in global energy. Unbeknownst to me, in a few years, I was able to make back everything I lost and then some. So my point to you today here is, you're sitting here as professionals in the real estate investment industry. Some of you are asking yourself today, where is my pony? I will tell you this, I don't know where the pony is, you know it better than I do. But the one thing in life is that looking for opportunities, not by looking backwards. Wayne Gretzky said this when he was asked, "Wayne, how do you score so many goals in every game?" You know what he said? "I don't skate where the puck was, I skate to where the puck is going to be." So you have to figure out where the puck is going to be when this upswing in this market comes in your way. But to do that, there are three things that you need to do in your business, in your life, to be able to capture that opportunity when it comes. I've led large sales teams that run billions of dollars. I know there are three drivers to success when it comes to sales. Number one, discipline. Number 2, differentiation. Number 3, dedication. The 3 Ds of sales success: discipline, differentiation, and dedication. Now, people tell me sometimes, you need to get motivated. To me, motivation is a feeling. It's a feeling, and the feelings are fickle. You cannot rely on motivation because motivation will not get you out of difficult times. Motivation will not get you out of bed in the morning, but discipline will. Motivation will not get you into the gym every day, but discipline will. Motivation will not make you those sales calls or the prospecting meetings, but discipline will. Make discipline part of your daily routine. You'll see the outcome to your benefit. Then come differentiation. Do you know 9 out of 10 human interactions are not memorable at all? People will not remember 90% of the interaction with the other person. So it really demands you to be different in a good way, to differentiate yourself in the marketplace. Animals, ladies and gentlemen, blend in with the environment to survive. Humans need to stand out to be noticed. So you have to differentiate yourself. But then how? Because most salespeople look the same, act the same, and say the same things. So how are you different? You need to find your unique attributes in how to differentiate yourself in the marketplace so you don't look like somebody else or blend in the environment. People do business with people who they like. It is a fact. Sales is about relationship. It's not about transaction. Don't sell a product, sell the outcome. House is a product made of concrete and wood and a whole bunch of other things. It's a product. Home is the outcome. Home is where you create memories. So when you're talking to clients, don't talk to their heads, talk to their hearts. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you speak to a person in a language, it goes to their head. But if you speak to them in their language, it goes to their heart. That becomes a transformational relationship that can last forever in your business. And don't ever use yes, but in your conversation. Instead, use yes, and. It's such a powerful way of phrasing things. Because when you say yes, but, you're going to put somebody on the defensive. When you say yes, and, you're giving him more opportunities about how the outcome will look like. So make that as part of your conversation. It's a very powerful way to shift the conversation in favor of your business. And the third thing is dedication. This is a very important part of people's life, and it should be. Bruce Lee once said, "I do not fear the man who did 1,000 different cakes once, but I fear the man who did one cake 1,000 times," because it's repetition, consistency. Those things make your craft become really good. You need to work on your craft every day, all the time. Imagine if you spend 1 hour every day reading about world history. Every day, 1 hour. Imagine how much knowledge you would have in 365 hours of reading about world history. It's consistency. Think about this. If you woke up in the morning one day and you saw yourself in the mirror and thought, I should probably go to the gym and get in shape. And you go to the gym, you work out for 8 hours, come home, look at yourself in the mirror, nothing would have changed. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's about consistency, it's not about intensity. So if you go to the gym every day for 20 minutes for 6 months, then you'll see the difference. So work on your business. Make sure to hone in your craft. Become better than you are today for tomorrow. It is so important to make sure that you are paying attention to everything that is going on in the business so that you can differentiate yourself through your dedication to the craft called sales. And then have vision and goal. It is so important to have a vision and goal in your life. And if you think about your dreams or your goal, don't make small goals, make massive goals. Because if the goals let you sleep at night, they aren't big enough. And I have been in this business for a long time. I know this for a fact, that many times in our life, setbacks come. We have no control over what happens in the macroeconomic environment, but we do have control in what we do. You are not in control of the outcome, but you're 100% in charge of the input. Hard work wins. Hard work doesn't guarantee win, but it certainly increases the probability of winning. And whatever you do, do not, ladies and gentlemen, do not listen to negative people, because those who have not succeeded are always first one to tell you how. Stay away from those people. When I was in Sri Lanka in my teen years, someone told me that'll amount to nothing. When I came to Canada, I was working in a factory, looking for a job on Bay Street, and someone said, you will never be able to work on Bay Street. When I worked in Bay Street in the mailroom, I wanted to be in sales. Someone said, you will never be able to be a good salesperson. Then I went to the West as a VP of sales, and he said, you'll never be a VP of sales in Vancouver. Then I wanted to lead the Western team. They said, you'll never be the leader of the Western team. Then I came to Toronto again to lead the country, the nation, for the entire company. They said, you'll never be. So when somebody said no, I heard yes. When somebody said you can't, I heard I can. When someone said it's impossible, I heard possible. Because when everybody says you can, then you know you can. And I went from mailroom to the boardroom. I went from mailroom boy and retiring this year as the vice chairman of my firm. So don't let these people tell you you can't. This is also even true when I write my memoir, Prisoner 1056. Someone said to me, do you understand how difficult to publish a book with a major publisher like Penguin Random House? I said, I do not, but I will publish a book through Penguin Random House. My manuscript was rejected 16 times. 16 times my manuscript was rejected. Then Penguin signed a contract to buy my manuscript. The largest English language publisher in the world bought the manuscript. On the first week, the book became the bestseller in Canada, and the second week became the #1 bestseller in Canada. So if you do anything to yourself, believe in yourself. And I will say this, in life, you'll never know if you're at the peak or the trough. So all you can do, stay humble, stay hungry, stay laser focused. Outwork everyone and everything. Perspective is how one fares in life. Perspective matters. I'll give you one quick story before I close off. How many of you know the company called Bada Shoes? Yeah, there are a few people. Bada Shoes. Yeah. So Thomas Bada was the founder of Bata Shoes. He was out of Europe. Once the European shoe market saturated, he thought maybe he should expand into Africa and sent 2 of his salesmen to Africa to see what kind of market opportunities are there for Bata to expand. First salesman telegrammed back to the head office and said, "No one wears shoes in Africa. I see no potential." The second salesman telegrammed back and said, "Everyone is barefoot. I see infinite opportunity." You see, ladies and gentlemen, same issue, different perspective. Having the right perspective is very important in life. So as you go into the next cycle of your business, make sure to have the proper perspective and have discipline, differentiation, dedication that leads to hard work. There is dignity in hard work. So ask yourself, where is your pony going to be in 2024? Pick up that shovel, start digging somewhere, because you're going to find that pony as long as you stay laser focused and stay humble, hard work, hungry. You will too find your pony. Merry Christmas and have a prosperous 2024.